Good day. We are back again on the CLI Command. So this time around, we are going to be looking at the next line of command, which is what we call the print working directory. Some call it the print directory, but it's called PWD. And the PWD means print working directory. That's the meaning of PWD. Okay. All right. Let's look at what is this print directory, or what's it called, this print working directory. Okay. As the name implies, one of the things about it's co-hacking and also about CLI Linux that I love a lot about CLI Linux is somehow you can use the name to decode or use the abbreviation or even the name to decode what the meaning of the function or the command is. Just take note that we've looked at 3 commands. We look at sudo, and from the sudo we look at add user, of which we created a new user, and we also look at the add mode. All right. So we are sorry. So we are looking at the PWD, okay, which is an acronym for print working directory. So when you look at the PWD command, I want you to look at it as your GPS. What does a GPS do? A GPS tells you your current location, okay? It tells you your current, so from there, it can tell you to go forward, it can tell you to go backward, either left or right. So the same thing with PWD. Now, since operating system, which is that is made up of files and folders, the PWD is used to tell you the current working directory. Okay, as the name implies, you are working on a particular directory. The PWD tells you the directory you are working on. Okay, that's just it. So the moment you start up your terminal, let me go to my terminal. The moment you start up your terminal and you type PWD on your terminal, well, let me open my terminal first. Okay. Still on Ekene. So the moment you open it, let me clear this. And you type PWD. Okay. By default, this is where you are. You are on the home. Okay. It will always be home. It will always be home. Okay. And the username will always be the name of the person or the user that is used. For example, Ekene15 is the username, and this home means I'm on his home. All right. So when you click on the file system, let me get the file system. When you click on the file system, got the file system. When you click on the file system, okay, sorry. When you click on the file system, once it opens on the file system is where, okay, you can see the file system. I click on it 3 times. This is the file system, and this is the home. This is the home. This is where I am. All right. On the home is where all the users that are on that system are saved. For example, I have Armstrong as a user, Robina Ohadro as a user, I have Delphine as a user, I have Sniper023 as a user. I have White Hat Oleka as a user. I have Kali as a user. I have Ekene 15 as a user. So how you get to know the particular user that you are on per time is, if you notice all the users, they have sign of bat or X. They all have sign of X attached to it, but Ekene 15 does not have any sign. And this is to tell you that the user that I am on recently is Ekene 15. Okay. So what the print user or print directory does is that it print working directly is that it tells you the particular location where you are or the particular location where you are working on. So these are all the users that are operating on this particular system. So I can decide to log in as anyone. Okay. I can decide to log in. When I started the class, I logged in with Kali. All right. I later logged in with Armstrong. Okay. You understand? And later created Ekene 15. So if I create another user, it will be saved here as well. Okay. So the moment you start up your terminal and you type the PWD, it automatically tells you you are here. So that tells you you are here. Okay. So it means that we are in this directory. Okay. So, and in this particular place. So it means this is our current working directory. Okay. This is our current working directory. Now, let me switch to another user like Armstrong. Let's see, look at what it looks like. Okay. Switch user. Okay. All right. All right. Spot in. Okay. Okay, let me switch to Armstrong. Armstrong. Okay. Right. It's coming up. It's coming up. Okay. All right. It's coming up. Okay. Now, let me just quickly see if I can get straight to the user. All right. So this is my file system. So once I click on it, this is my file system now. This is my home. Okay. First of all, let me go to my terminal. Right here is Armstrong. Let me see, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Let me do one more and one more. So PWD print directory. So look at it, home Armstrong. Remember, the first one was home Ekene 15, which means we are where the folder or the directory that we are working on then was on home of who? Of Ekene 15. So I logged out and logged in on switch to Armstrong. So right now you are seeing that the home or the folder or the directory that we are working on now is the home of Armstrong. Okay. So let's see it from here and look at from the file system. Let me use the file system. When you click on the file system, okay, look at it. This is the home. All right. Remember I said the home is where all the users that are on that system is saved or are saved. So look at, if I click on the home, see all the users, Armstrong, Delphine, Ekene, Kali, Obina, Sniper, white hat, laker. So, but in all, if you notice, all of them are asterisks, all of them are marked X, only Armstrong. Then this is to tell you that that is where we are. So you use the print directory to get to know your location or the location of the folder or the location of the directory where you are working. Remember, I said the other time that a directory is the same thing as folder. So when you hear me say directory, I mean folder. In Windows, it is called folders. On Kali, it is called directories. Okay, so so that is it. So I believe these have explained the PWD very well. So it shows us where the location, like I said, anytime you think of PWD, think of what we call the GPS. What is the function of the GPS? GPS tells you your location, it tells you your locality, it tells you where you are. Okay. All right. So let's look at CD. For example, let's say we want to change our directory. PWD tells us our directory. Let's say we want to change our directory. Remember from here, take a look here. Okay, I think I have one that is open, so let me do with it. So, remember here, from here, this PWD, we are on the home of Armstrong. All right, let's say we want to change our directory. How do we change our directory? So it takes us to our next command, which is what we call the CD command, the change directory. Okay, so the PWD, which is print working directory, tells us the directory that we're working on. The CD, which is change directory, helps us to change from one particular directory to another directory. So we are in the home directory, don't forget. We are in this home directory here. Okay, let's say I want to change my directory from the home. Let me open this again. Let me open the file system again. Let's say I want to change my directory from the home to another directory. There are a lot of directories. We have the document here, we have the music, we have the desktop, we have the video, we have to download all this directory. So let's say I want to change from the home, which is here. I want to change from the home to another place, which is like maybe let me change from home to documents. Okay, that is where the CD command comes into play. So how do we do that? How do we do that quickly? Okay, this is my stuff. Okay, I have no, I have one that is open. Let me use that. Okay, so what I'll type is simply CD shift documents. Don't forget documents. You can decide to end it with a slash or decide not to add a slash. But something else to look out for when changing directory, it is case sensitive. So it simply means whichever case that was used to name that directory is the same thing you will use. For example, here on the document is a capital D. So you need to add that capital D, okay? All right, you understand. So if you get rid of the D or maybe use small letter D, it will not work. So let's try it and see. Okay. For example, let me change the D here to small d. Let me change it to, sorry, small d, okay? document and enter. You see, no such file or directory. Okay, so let me also try. Let me maybe say cd, instead of using documents, I use documents. The same thing, no file or directory. Now, let me use the correct stuff that we have here. cd documents, enter. You see here, he has taken me, he has changed the directory from, the home. Watch here. This home, he has moved from Armstrong home to documents. So I'm no longer in the home of Armstrong. I'm right now in the documents of Armstrong. So what it means is that if I open the file, I'm no longer here right now. I am here in the document. So you see, I've opened the document using the GUI. So you see all the folders already that I've created in Armstrong. Okay. These are all the folders, the files that I've created in Armstrong. Okay. All right. So let me show us how to create folder here. Okay. If you right click, all right, you go to folder, which is this. You click on it. So let me call this folder A. All right. Just I've created a folder A. So I want to delete the folders I have here before. Okay. Now I'm just showing us something. This is on the GUI. Okay. I'm still going back to my terminal to watch or to still do this on the terminal. I'm just showing us something first. I want to delete everything that I have here. All of them. Let me delete all of them and just start with just the one we are using for example. Okay. So this as well. So you saw how I created the folder, all right, the folder A. So how I did it. Okay. So we've created this folder. Okay. So let me go back to here. Okay. CD, let me see it. PWD command first to show me where I am. It shows me that I am in Armstrong. I am on Armstrong document now. Okay. So that is it. So if I want to see the folder that I am, or if I want to move from this document now, not to see from this document that I am already on the document, but I want to move from the document to, that's the directory called document, to a particular directory or a particular folder that I've created, which is folder A. So what I'm going to do is cd, all right, folder A. See what it showed me? It's too many arguments. Why did it show me that? That is not what I use in creating the folder. I intentionally did that. Now let's go back so that you see. Look at what I use, folder A, all in capital letter. Okay. Look at what I use here, folder A. Just F is a capital letter, so that is why. So let's use the correct in CD, all capital letter, folder A. Okay, sorry. I think I made mistakes. Let me clear all this first, and let me so that you can clear, so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, first of all, PWD, so that I know where I am. I am already in Armstrong's folder and in his documents. And also, so what I'm trying to do now is I've created a document, which is folder A, okay? So if I want to check to see the document I've created, CD folder, let me get the actual stuff I use creating. Okay, let me create another document. Let me delete this and use another document I'm going to create. Okay, so let me call it create a folder, sorry, not a document. Let me call this folder 1. Folder 1. Great. I've created folder 1. So let me come to my terminal. Say CD. Let me first of all clear everything first. Right, PWD. Let me be sure of where I am. I am in Armstrong's document right now because you can see document. So I want to be specific, change directory to the particular document. I want to be, that is folder 1. So you see here, I'm already in Armstrong's document folder 1. So this is where I am right now. So it's the same thing as the folder I created, okay? So I am in home, I am in Armstrong's document folder 1. So if I press TWD to know where I am, you see it, I'm in Armstrong's home, Armstrong's document in folder 1. Now, there's something else you can do to CD. Let's say you are done with what you are doing in folder 1 and you want to go back to documents, okay? You can still use the CD to do that. CD dot, okay? CD dot takes you back. So you see, it has taken me back to the previous directory, or one step, sorry. It takes you one step backwards. It takes you one step backward to the directory where you are. So you see, type the PWD to know where you are. If you see right now, I'm no longer in folder 1. This time I'm in document, okay? I'm in document. So if I want to go back to my default directory, I can see go CD dot again. Is it going to take me one step back again? All right. So when I type PWD command to check where I am, it's taking me back to Armstrong, just home Armstrong. So you can use CD to change directory. You can also use it to go back to move one step back to the folder or the directory where you are. Okay. I believe this is clear. Okay. All right. There's another thing you can do with CD. Okay. Okay. So for example, if I want to, I can still use one command line to get to my document or get to my folder 1 instead of doing CD documents, and it will move me to document. I already know the particular folder I want to go in, which is folder 1. So I can do CD document folder 1 because I know that the folder 1 is in the document. So how do you do it? CD documents slash folder 1 slash. So it takes me straight to where I'm supposed to be. Take me straight to the folder 1. All right. So you see it here. So if I press PWD to be sure, look at it here. Home Armstrong document folder 1. So it means that it has taken me to my folder 1. All right. Straight up. So I didn't do CD document. When I got to document, I press again, I typed again CD folder 1. I just use one command to hit to where I want to get to straight up. All right. So at this point, we are back to folder 1 directory. Now, let's say I want to go back to my default directory, which is home. Okay. So I want to go back to my default directory. I don't want to do one step backwards. Okay. So remember, initially I was doing cd dot dot. It takes me one step backwards. Cd dot dot. It takes me one step backward. Right now, I want to move from the folder one back to my original directory, which is the home. Okay. So what you do is cd. Okay. Instead of using cd space, instead of using dot dot, you see, you use dash dash. Okay. Click on it. So let me print pwd. You see, it has taken me to home Armstrong. So I'm back to my home. So if I'm walking and maybe I've gone 20 steps, 40 steps forward, but I need to return back to my home, I will not be doing cd space dot dot one step. I'll just press cd space dash dash. It moves me back to my directory straight up. All right. So this is how it works. So these are the things we can do with the cd commands. All right. So I believe this is clear, and is also understood, and at the same time is simplified. Okay. Let's take a look at maybe one or two other commands we end for today when it comes to cybersecurity. So let's take another one or two commands. Let's go to our note and see. Okay. After the cd command, we'll have a command called the ls. Ls simply means list directory. Okay. List directory. Okay. So the first one that we looked at was the pwd, which shows us the particular directory or particular folder that you're working on. After that, we look at the cd, which helps us to change directory. So right now we are looking at the ls. What does ls, what's the command used for? Ls helps us to list the contents that are in a particular directory. I'm going to say it again. It helps us to list the content that are in a particular directory or the content of the folder. Okay, so let's go back to our terminal just to see how it works. So I'm going to clear this. Okay, so let's cd first to the documents directly. Okay, cd documents. So at this point here, we are in the documents, there's EW to check, yes. So at this point, we are in the documents. So I want to see the files and folders that are in the document, okay? In this case, you use the ls command, okay? And you just hit enter, you see? It has taken me, you can see under here folder one, that is because there is a document called folder one, or sorry, there's a folder called folder one under the documents. Okay, this is documents. You see there's folder one. So let's say I create another folder here. Let me call folder two. Folder two. So let me call this folder two. Okay. Now this is a folder. Okay. Let me also create a document. Create a file, sorry. On that create file, you just create, remember that folder is different from a file. This is a folder. Okay, let me create a file. Okay, it creates file, create document, under it, go to empty, click on it. Let me call this file. Which file will I call it? Okay, let me call it Red Book. Red Book. Okay, let me create another file. empty. Let me call the file blacklists. Blacklists. Okay, great. So here now, I have 2 folders here and 2 files. Okay, so when we come to the terminal, you type ls. When you come to the terminal, you just type ls just to see. You see under here, you see file blacklist, folder 1, folder 2, and another file red book. So I can see all the 4 items I have on that folder. Something else you can do with ls is to see hidden files. Okay, right now we do not have hidden files. Okay, but to see hidden files, you use ls-a. It's supposed to show you both hidden files and unhidden files, but we don't have hidden files. Let me create a hidden file now. So if you want to create a document, empty document, let's say I call this secret code or secret 2. Okay, let me call it secret 2. Just to create a hidden file, what you need to do is, instead of typing the name, you start with dots, just dots. Okay, then I will now type the name secret code or secret 2. Okay, create. I've created a hidden file. This file is existing, but you can't see it here. If you notice, you can't see it here. All right, but I created it. Let me create another hidden file. Let me create another hidden dot file. Okay. Let me create it with naked weapon. Create. These 2 files, the secret tools and naked weapons, they are existing files, but you can't see. So if anyone opens my system right now and comes to my GUI, if the person doesn't have a knowledge of ethical hacking or how to use what we call the CLI command, the person will not see it. I have a lot of hidden files in my system. You can just open it and just be looking. It's the one that you are seeing are the ones I want you to see. I have a lot of hidden files in my system. So, right. So how do I check for these hidden files here? So I'll just go to the terminal. Okay. All right. So click ls-a. You see it. It's going to show you all the files, both the ones, for example, it's showing me Armstrong certificates. Now, this Armstrong IV and Armstrong certificate were hidden files I created before on this particular directory. So you see, there's another hidden file that I've created, naked weapon, another hidden file, secret tools. There's even another secret file I created before, file 3. Okay. You see, when I opened the directory before, you didn't see those hidden files, but right now you are seeing all the hidden files there. All right. So something else you can do with ls, what if you want to get more information about these files and folders? Okay. If you want to get more information, you want to use ls-l. ls-l. All right. ls-l gives you more information about these folders and about these files. Okay. So you want to list all the files and the folders. Okay. But this is with exception of the hidden files. I'm going to say it again. This is with the exception of the hidden files. Okay. Because if you notice here, none of the hidden files are here. Okay. Now, But if you notice, it tells you that you have total of 8. Okay, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it tells you total of 8. All right, I'm going to tell you what it means. So now let's get into here. So first of all, here it's telling you about the so here it's telling you this 0 means that it's a file. It is not a folder. Okay, it doesn't contain anything. If you notice the folders 4096, 4096, files are 0. So, okay. So this here, it tells you the contents, that is a file and that this is a folder. So now it tells you the time it was created. Okay, September 26, September 26, 12:05. Okay, it tells you the time this was created. Okay, so now this is the group where the files belong to. So each time you create a user, it automatically adds the user to a group. But oftentimes the user and the group are the same. So you see, this is the user, Armstrong. This is the group, okay, Armstrong. So the name of the user is automatically the name of the group. Okay, this is a group ownership of the file. So here is the owner of the file, who created the file. So the person who created this file is Armstrong. So we see the name of the person who created. So here is the count. The count is what is in this. For files is always 1. For folders is always 2. So 2, all right, 2 and 1. All right. So it means that in folder 1, there are 2 files on it. Okay. Here means also in folder 1, in this second folder, that there is 2 files on it too. Okay. These are permissions that are assigned. Okay. Later on, I'm going to do a breakdown on this permission so that you can understand what this permission means. Okay. But for now, I'm just having it at the back of your mind that right here are the permissions for this file. So this is the name of the file. This is the name of the folder. So these are the things you can do with ls. So this is how much you can do with ls. Okay. You can equally combine 2 commands at the same time. You can do something like this, ls -a and l. So this shows you, ls -a and l. This shows you information about all the files, both the hidden and the ones that are not hidden. Remember the first one, ls-l, shows you the ones that are not hidden, but ls-al shows you both the ones that are hidden and the ones that are not hidden. And it tells you more about the directory. Okay, why is this important? This is important is that when you are working for an organization, you don't have access to the GUI. You have access only to the CLI, which is a command line interface. So from the command line interface, you just have to be checking the things you need to check in that for that organization while you are working with them. So this is all we can say about LX for now. Okay, so we're going to stop here for cybersecurity, and we are going to continue some other time and some other day. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for also being with us, for those that join us live. So please, I plead with you, click on the like button, comment, and also share. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Till I come your way, as you remain Emmanuel Olega. Bye.